And finally, we're sowing the last little row of corn here on these 3 fields, which have all joined up together. It works out very nicely, especially because of all you guys that sent to me some map modifications that you guys have made yourselves, and also the helpful videos that you guys have made for me, and just overall in the comments that helped me out. I am using one of your guys' maps, which is created by Camille Metze. I guess that's how you say your name. You are from the Netherlands, so I'm probably butchering that name because European names, you always say them differently. It's a bit like Polish. My last name's Polish. Australian people always screw it up. But I also have to really thank each and every one of you for helping me out. Let's just speed time up. I will accept any and every type of video that you guys do that helps anyone else out. And the guys that have made videos, I have accepted your I don't know, your video comments, I guess is what you call them. What I'd recommend is just doing a video post on the first episode of the series, so the most people can see it. If anyone wants to, I don't know, check back on Farming Simulator episode 1 of the Let's Play, then they can always come up and look at your related video. So I'm going to drop this implement off here, and what I'm going to be doing, I did run across a problem, but firstly I'd just like to thank you guys all once again. I'll name off a couple of you guys. There was Captain Salty Productions. I think you did an AdFly link, and I can't link AdFly to my on YouTube in the description. YouTube really doesn't like that, so I won't attempt to do it. But I will put a couple of download links if anyone is interested and can't do it themselves like me. It's an ultimate noob. Why am I connecting you up? I'm just driving around like a lunatic, just waiting, aren't I, for this field to grow. But the problem that I have come up with is if we go over here and we check the many different harvesters, we check this one, the Krone Big X 1000 forage harvester. I don't think this was a forage harvester in the previous game, but unfortunately this chops maize and it changes it to chaff. So that basically doesn't cut it to corn, it changes it to chaff, which then is used to feed the cows. And I thought it was pretty good for just cutting into corn. But then another problem is because he's got that arm at the back, you can attach trailers at the back, and we can attach this trailer snake at the back, this massive trailer connection. Ooh, Kroger's on sale. So yeah, we can connect to this at the back, but it only utilizes the first 2 trailers. The arm doesn't extend and doesn't spray as far out as the other 4 behind it. So that makes me very sad. So that'll be pretty much a waste of investment. So what I decided to do is I'll buy another DETS 7545 as well as the RTS cutter instead of the corn header. We already have a corn header. So actually, you know what? I don't think I need to buy another. No, I don't need to buy another header because one of our DETS will be cutting the corn on these fields, and then we got the canola that we harvest, well, that we sown since the last episode. So I'll go ahead and get that. I have paid off. I did sell all of my crop, or at least most of it, and I paid back all of my loan back, so I can start borrowing a bit more money now. I'll just borrow all of it back, so I can have a lot to play around with. I'm not going to be buying the sugar beet harvester just yet. Ooh, just get back. Yeah, I'm not going to be buying the sugar beet harvester just yet because first we don't have enough money for it, but once I go ahead and do all the corn and cut all the canola and all that stuff, we should have a lot more money, as well as I can't really use it right now. It's not going to be too productive, and getting a DETS right now will be the most productive thing that we can do. So let's buy one of them. Okay, very nice. And I have fertilized everything. Here we go. It all grows out so weirdly, but I love how there's this little rolling hill on this little plain. It's really cool. Makes it feel all that much more realistic. So yeah, there will be download links in the description bar to some of your guys' maps that you guys have given me. I'm using Camille Metze's because he got rid of all the trees between fields, I think it was 15 and 16, the original ones, and then these ones over here from 17, 18 to 19 as well, the ones that get in the way. So that's why I used his mod. I think some of you guys had maps that had no trees on them at all, which would have been a bit funny, but we'll get into that a little bit later on, maybe once we start buying a lot more fields. So I'm just going to go and deliver this barley over here, because we can just save it up. I don't think I have anything in my silos at all right now. And everything is fertilized as well. I went ahead and did that. And I have been playing a little bit of Agricultural Simulator 2013 is what it's called, or Agra 2013. It uses a completely different graphics engine, which is very poorly optimized. It's quite bad, really, how optimized it is. It's barely runs at all, to be honest. I have a pretty good computer. I can run any game pretty much between 30 and 60 frames a second when I'm not recording, and when I record most games I can still record 30 frames a second, and that's all you ever need to record with, because YouTube only takes 30 frames a second videos, or at least that's what it uses the codec, whatever it codecs the videos to. So yeah, you can only have 30 frames a second videos, so it runs perfectly. But Agricultural Simulator is so poorly optimized, no matter how good of a computer you have, it's always going to end up running pretty poorly. Well, I like to play my games on high settings, so I guess I only have myself to blame, but it still runs very badly. So, here we go. As you can see, there's no tree here, and if we keep on driving, there's going to be no collision as well. So, fantastic work there, job, Camille Metze, and I'm sure most of you guys that gave me map modifications also did just as well of a good job. It's just that I just took his mod. Hopefully no one gets angry at me for not using their mod. So I guess now it's just a waiting game. Let's go ahead and check out this sale. So we want to go buy a... There we go, Kroger. Oh, this is actually pretty decent. We've got a lot of money, so maybe we should buy something like this. Because that trailer train is kind of annoying right now. There's no real need to it. What's this do? Bale transport. Transporting around the square bales. That's okay. I think I'm definitely looking at this. And this is 30. Okay, I'm definitely buying this. So that's... Oh. Actually, we could buy 2 of them. Because they're going to end up being necessary anyway. Yeah, okay. That's more than enough. And do we get the Sega Duos? Yeah, we did. Whatever they're called, the duos, something duo. Okay, so that's very good. Once we get a lot more tractors, we'll get money. Well, we will start getting a lot more money in now, because we've got 2 harvesters. Everything can be happening that much quicker, and we've got massive amounts of field space as well. A bit more into Agricultural Simulator though. It uses a completely different graphics engine, which is, it looks nice, but it's poorly optimized. But it's much more of a simulator game than this. It's not very much gamey. It's not very fun, to be honest. It takes a long time just to start up your farm and just to start plowing your field, which is quite obviously how a real farmer would work. It's not like it happens in 20 minutes everything and you can start sowing your field, but it's not very fun as a game. It's very much more of a simulator. And there's a lot more features on there as well. It's quite amazing, just the depth of the game. But I to be honest, prefer Farming Simulator. Just much more of a game for me. But I will be uploading a couple of videos. I won't be doing anything as much as I'm doing this, though. I do have my water tank here. No, I really have given up on the cows. There's no real point in having them. They're just too much of a hassle to worry about. So it takes about 12 minutes for your crops to grow out completely. In the meantime, we can just get all these guys ready. Okay, so the corn's in about its 2nd stage. Look at all that corn. Let's turn on our lights. Oh, I never noticed these red ones when you like double tap your light button. That's neat. Yeah, so the big Crone X, whatever it's called, is rather disappointing. It only uses 2 trailers at the back. Okay, so the corn's growing out. How is our canola going? Look at that. That looks so good. Let's turn our light back on. Let's go ahead and attach you to the back, even though you're going to be driving pretty slowly. Let's go, okay. So this guy, let's go ahead and get him ready on that field. I'm just going to go and get a couple of my tractors attached. Okay, so this is almost all ready to grow out. Nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and spawn our new toys that we've got. Right, let's look at those crops. Look at that. That's a fair amount. Then we'll go and join fields 20 and 21, I think, and then maybe... no, we can't do 26 and 27 because there's a real road there, not a dirt one. Maybe we should go for field 40. That's the largest one in the game. It's got a little grass patch there. Yeah, that definitely seems good, like a good idea. We'll see how we are with money. So, we should be doing this, what we started off to do. Bring them all back here. Okay. There's that potato harvester, just chilling about. We can actually fold it back. Let's put the UI on, and what do we press? We press X to fold harvester. It's pretty much the same button to fold anything. Let's move all of these guys out of the way. So it took me, with this is the largest, well, the equal largest fertilizing machine that you can get, and to fertilize all of my fields, it took up 45% of it. So if we had any more, we'd have to continue making round trips, or I'd have to install the mod which allows us to place, have placeable fertilizers. And talking about mods, it was nighttime just then, I still haven't utilized this mod at all. The flashlight mod, or floodlight mod. Oh well. So, let's go ahead and get this tractor as well. Instead of doing nothing, I'm going to send them to do something, so they may as well just get crops. Yeah, and unfortunately, we can't attach multiple of these white trailers. That would be pretty much perfect, but that's unfortunately the reality. And don't make the same mistake that I did, which is use these little tractors over here for the potatoes, to store your potatoes, because you can't store them in here. You're gonna have to sell them right away. But I did want to sell them right away. But if I did want to store my potatoes away, I would be rather screwed because I had them in there, and these little red tractors, or trailers. Okay, so we've got that guy ready. We've got this guy ready as well. It should be on any minute now. So our canola is going to bring us in, ooh, I'd say 120 grand, probably a bit more. And then all this corn, which I'm going to use the corn for multiple things. We can use, I think you have to use corn to chaff. Yeah, I think that's the way it works. Another great demand for wheat. There we go. You're working well. Let's set up our other guy and slow down time. No. Where are we? There we are. Okay, so we're going to get to work. So with all the money that we're going to be making this episode, I think what we'll do next is, after I've gone ahead and sold everything, I don't think I'm going to be too fussed about my loan, to be honest. It only costs like $270 a day, so it's nothing too much. So what I'm going to be focusing on after this is get the sugar beets, and all I really need for that is the sugar beet harvester. Oh, Crone easy. No, already. I don't want that. Placeable mods. Yeah, I don't have that installed where we can place like different petrol station things around, as well as the fertilizing places around wherever we want. So let's go back to sort by machine. Yeah, there's beet harvesting. We're going to go back to the Grimmy. This time the Maxtron 620. What is the potato harvester called? Grimmy Tektron 415. This is the Maxtron. Tektron and Maxtron. That's kind of neat. And that's 620, and it's for about $480,000. But thankfully, we do have the sower for sugar beets, the best one that you can get, which is this one. It's got a working width of 6 meters. Costs $110 a day, so it's a fair amount. But we'll have to make do, and of course, that sower doesn't cultivate at the same time. It is kind of cool as well. Playing Agricultural Simulator, you see the same type of machinery, and they are exactly the same. They have the, I think it was the, I used the Amazon K and the 6001, or the Amazon condor. I think it was actually the Amazon condor, but it also cultivates in that game as well. So the similarities cross over in between games, which I think is quite neat. Okay, so are our guys going to need any help? Yes, they will. That guy will. So what are you connected to? Yeah, I can use my corn over here. See, we can't use our case quad track over on these red tippers though, which is another problem. You can only use it on that Sega Duo. Unfortunately, not much I can do about that. This tractor's rather slow, but we don't really need it to be travelling fast at all, so we can deal with it for now. But the next tractor I'll get, I just want to get a harvester just so we can do things much more efficiently, which is what I'm really focusing on lately, just efficiency. Not really just flat out money, just trying to make things, getting our bang for our buck, trying to make as much money per minute as possible. Let's go cruise control speed. The thing is, once you have like so much crop in your backside and you're carrying so many trailers, cruise control at harvest speed isn't really cruise control at harvest speed. It's a little bit slower. The harvester is going a little bit quicker. But yeah, I was really disappointed in the Krone Big X 1000 or whatever it's called. You can't really work our magic there. And this is, to be honest, going to take us about a good hour to harvest all of this. We'll make this episode half an hour, but yeah, it'll take a lot off screen. Not too much going to be happening, although I do know you guys love your longer episodes. So we'll see. I'll make this a little bit longer, but I do have to leave rather soon. And I do want to render the video out so when I go it'll be rendering out. So how are you going? You still haven't stuck your arm out. Let's see how many crops we've got in our silos. Oh, we've got still a fair amount of potatoes, a fair amount of barley still. A little tiny bit of canola, nothing too much. So it'll still give us a good amount of money, all of it. But what Agricultural Simulator has over this game by a long shot is just the dynamic environment. Because in this, if you trample over your crops, they don't wither or they don't get trampled on or anything like that. There's no real mud. It's just like you're driving on plastic. You guys know what I mean? It's just like it's thin air pretty much. It doesn't really matter what you're driving on. It's not going to make a difference to your vehicle. But in Agricultural Simulator, there's actual real mud. Your tractors can get bogged down. The physics engine is a bit whack. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll add a little video. I've been playing a little bit and it glitched up on me. I'll add like a little 10-second clip of it at the end of the video if anyone's interested. It is a bit glitchy though, so it only just came out. There's lots of well, there are lots of vehicles, but there's also lots of different animals. What are we doing now? Yeah, there's lots of different animals. There's pigs. There's pretty much everything and anything you can imagine. You know what? I'm gonna... no, I'm not gonna pay off my loan. Let's go back at the store. Let's see what else we can splurge on if there's anything that's really necessary. That actually isn't as costly as I thought it was. But I'm still not gonna get it because it's got a really small fuel capacity as well. Yeah, definitely not getting that. And it's going to take up fuel and... yeah, no. Unless you could hire a worker with that vehicle, the one that fertilizes for us. I don't think we can. This looks good. This definitely looks good. And it costs a lot of money though. So I want to get into sugar beet harvesting. Because if we check the prices for it, for sugar beets, they are well out of proportion. Sugar beets pretty much cost more than anything. Apart from canola, and canola is selling for pretty much nothing. Oh, wheat's, yeah, we had a wheat great demand, but I don't have any wheat, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. But sugar beets, look at them go. They cost a lot of money now. So it's something that we haven't used at all, apart from like at the beginning of the game, where we sold off the amount that we had previously at the start. So we haven't sold anything, so that's why we have a shit ton of it. Well, we have a shit ton of money to be made out of it, because everyone wants it. Let's go deliver this. It's also a bit sketchy driving around with a massive trailer train behind you through the town. Because you've got to go through, well, I guess the quickest way to get to the inn is to go through the town. And using these vehicles through the town is quite scary. Because it's so easy to get stuck and then you lose all your trailers. And then you have to reattach them all over again. And no one wants that. Yeah, so these guys are doing all good. Let's just move out of the way. Look at that. Corn for days and days and days. What I do want to try is, I think I already mentioned this, but if we go check the map, over here is the biogas plant. And the biogas plant wasn't really explained to us at all. It was in the Platinum Edition of 2011. Look at how tracked it's completely disappeared. Look at it drive. First person mode. But yeah, the biogas station, you can sell, I think it's corn or is it chaff, which comes from corn, but either one, you can sell there for a bit of money, and also you can ferment your food, or your corn or whatever, and your grass, so it becomes silage. How's our canola guy doing? He's still doing not too well. I think it'll take him like a whole while, but look at this. We can join these two fields up together. You know what? That's what I'll do for the rest of the episode. Do we have a spare tractor? Yeah, we have this guy. Okay, so hopefully I left my... Yeah, I did leave my plow over here, so I can see it's right there. I even remember leaving it there, so there you go, get that. Yeah, with the agricultural simulator, the way that the plow works is really, really realistic. It's quite cool how it works. Like, you make a big trough in the ground and it all moves about dynamically like real dirt. It's really cool, instead of just changing color like in this game. But this game's has a lot more fun factor to it. I'm gonna have to drive over that canola, won't I? Oh well, it's not much anyway. So, allow create... No, it's not allow create fields just yet. Let's lower this. And allow create fields now. And off we go driving. Oh, too fast, sorry. So we'll join these two fields up together. So we have a lot more space. Oh god. What do I do? Goddamn Q and W button are way too close together. Now I'm gonna do this all over again. And the barrel's trying to screw us over. Why you make it so difficult for me? There we go. And the barrel flipped us over. But the agricultural simulator has pretty much the same physics. It's pretty crazy. You can turn around a bit too quick and then you can fall over. And then you can never get back up, because in agricultural simulator they don't have the same type of self-correcting gravitational technology. Now let's lower this. Is it lowered? It is indeed. So off we go driving again. I hope. Oh, 0, 0, 0. Oh, no. You weren't lowered? Oh, I want to press, sorry, tool selection. There we go. There we go. And off we go. Back to ploughing some more. Bye-bye, canola. You're a good while you lasted. So I'm going to be doing this for a little while. So we'll have one massive field. I'm just going to make sure I like partition it out evenly, sort of. Okay, we'll make it end right over here. Right there, there we go. Oh, we're gonna have to move that tractor. Okay, slow down. Go to the tractor. This is gonna be good, real good. Okay. Oh, we need a lot of help. Okay, so what's happening? We need to bring you over to the corn header. So now we've got 2 harvesters, so that's going to cut down a lot of time, and I really look forward to bringing one of my harvesters to a faraway field, which is extremely large, and just leaving it there, and just bringing my other implements there, and just keep on going with canola. Like probably on that field, I think it's field 7, next to the inn. I'm just going to leave like my best tools over there just to continually harvesting canola over there. So yeah, I'm not going to add any more of these little trailers to my trailer train, because it is rather useless right now, especially because the whole goal of the trailer train was to attach it to the Big X cone, the corn cutter, but we couldn't do that. The bastard stopped us. We can only use 2 trailers. So shocking. Okay, so off you go again. Let's get this guy out of the way. I think I'm going to store everything in my silos and just wait up for a great demand. And just make real good money off of that. Yes, you're the guy that we need to move out. Okay, so we can continue on. Creating a lot more fields that we can muck about on. That's so good though. There's no trees that can get in our way anymore. Gonna save up so much time. So there will be download links down below to the mod that I'm using and a couple of other mods. Well, it's not really a mod. You don't store it in your mod folder. What you do is you go to your data folder, then in a folder called maps, and then in that folder should be a file called map01.i3d. The file format is i3d, I think it's called. And you will make sure you save your original file first, just in case. And then you replace it with the download that you download, and hey presto, there you go. And plus the download's extremely small. It's only about 5 megabytes. The mod that I'm using was only about 5 megabytes to download. So yeah, 5 megabytes to download because it was in a WinRAR file. I was actually quite amazed at how well it compressed. 5 megabytes, but it's actually, when you uncompress it, unRAR it, it's about 50 megabytes. So there's a large difference. But then again, I'm not really used to RARing files. I just use WinRAR to unRAR files, so I'm not really too aware on how compression technology works and what to expect from it. Although clearly it's very, very good. So, can't wait for all the different possibilities right now with this field. I wonder if the fertilizer still stays. It does. Okay. So the ground is still fertilized. One of you guys said that fertilizer is most efficient and best to be used in the first growth stage of the crop. That's wrong. You can grow it at any different stage, in between. Well, anytime between between the ground's ready and jeez, I'm having a brain blank. Anytime when the ground's ready and before it grows out to its final stage like it is now. So you have a lot of time to actually fertilize. It makes no difference when you fertilize though. And of course, like with my sowers, if you're hiring a worker, the hired worker will do his own thing. He'll get his own fuel, he'll get his own seeds, so that's why I don't really need to fill up my own sowers. So some of you guys were wondering, like, telling me facepalm. you forgot to fill up your soil. I know I didn't really forget, it's just that it wasn't necessary at the time. So hopefully that makes sense. Let's go ahead and just try to cut this off. Yeah, so I'm going to have to do the rest of this in my own time, like I did with the other fields. That turned out quite well. It's almost every single one of my workers knows when the field stops and all that stuff, apart from the big quad track. What I've noticed is that the quad track, because it's so large, it sort of thinks that the field stopped in a way, because it's so far away, the worker is so far away from the actual field. But if you use a smaller tractor, then the worker will just keep on driving. And by that I mean, like, sometimes the quad track just drives off to where the yellow sower, I think that, no, the yellow sprayer is over there, yellow and green one that we have, and he thinks that the field's over, but it's not. It's just that he's that far away from it that he thinks that. Let's go do this section. Oh, driving a bit too fast, a bit too overzealous. How are our guys doing? I bet you my corn guy is almost done. Do I do anything? No. From 0. There we go. Okay, so that should be rather simple. So I'll go ahead and just harvest both of these fields, and I'll go ahead and sell all the money that all the crops that we've got from both of these harvests. And if I don't have enough money, then I'll go ahead and create another harvest. But I think we'll have more than enough money. So next episode, I will try to get into some sugar beets technology. So until next time, guys, make sure you download the maps that I was talking about this episode if you are half interested in it, as I'm sure most of you, or a lot of you, would be. And until next time, I'll try not to cut into too much of my fields, and until next time, guys, see you later.